Hello, my name is Christian Payne, and recently I had a client who's creating more content for their website, and they wanted to know how to put video online. So I thought I'd do this quick video to walk you through the process that I use, and so hopefully you can learn something. So before we get into it, I'm assuming you've actually got the video yourself, so you've taken your mobile phone out or whatever and you've recorded a video. If you're not, or you haven't done that yet, plenty of tools out there. On Mac, you can use iMovie to edit and manipulate the file. Windows has a whole lot. There's Camtasia, Zoom, even PowerPoint lets you record video. So, once you've got the video, here's where we start. And if I take you through a sort of a typical website, at the base level is the website itself. Now that might be on WordPress, Wix, Squarespace. It doesn't matter. But on top of that is the theme that you use, and this is the look and feel for the site. Theme Forest, BE template, hundreds out there, and it doesn't matter. They're all the same. And so the step above that is the actual what we call static content. So that's content that doesn't change, and that's usually like your images, your PDF, your Word document if you've got them, that kind of privacy policy, logos, that sort of thing. And in this example, video is the same, the video file itself. And then at the top is the content, is the blog post, your newsletters. It's how you see or how the static content is presented. Cool. So really sort of two main options is either you host it yourself or you use a dedicated service, it's YouTube, Vimeo and so forth. If you do want to host it yourself, so a few things to be aware of is, desktop and handling it on mobile, because they are different. Your download speed, so the time when the user presses the play button and your actual video starts, unless you've got a really, really fast provider, and Wix and Squarespace, they do some great things, that's not what they do. And that video can take 20-30 seconds to start. And also just even high level viewing statistics, number of people viewed it, who's interacting with your content, you need a way to track that. Alternative is to use your YouTubes and your Vimeos, and I always say you're best off stick to your knitting. It's what they do, so let their experts, let them do that. They've definitely got mobile and desktop sorted. It's very easy they make it very easy for you to embed their content into your website. The statistics, you get what you pay for, but at a high level, even the free services, you can see the number of viewers and you can see who's interacting with it. But with this stuff, it's always a compromise, and it's generally what you're paying for, so the cost versus features. Cool. So if you are going to go outsource, who do you go with? There's sort of three main players in the field, so Vimeo, YouTube, and Wistia. Vimeo, $7 a month, and it's good to start with. You can pass it, protect some of your videos if you want. In my experience, what I found, if you're using it as a host, the moment when you press play, it can take 5, 10, 20 seconds to start, so that's just something you need to be aware of. YouTube, it's free. They will show, if you pause it or at the end, they will show other videos. So, there could be competitors, and that's just something you need to think about. One thing, it does work everywhere, mobile, tablet, desktop, they have that well and truly covered. And then at the expensive end of town is Wistia, and $99 a month is the starting price. It's where security matters. It is expensive, and they do give you very detailed statistics. So it's a bit of a toss-up of, you've got to think which one's best for you. One thing I always talk to clients about is, isn't this a solved problem? So who else had this problem, and what did they do about that? And so in this example, I'm going to give you a mini case study. It's a guy named Jim Stewart who runs Stewart Media. I met him maybe 15 years ago. Really nice guy, but I don't for a second think he would remember me at all. So we have a look at what he does. Cool. So it's a quick Google of Jim Stewart, and we've got his website, and I'll go to that in a second. But first of all, he's got a Twitter link. So let's see on the big social media players where he exists. And if you have a look on his Twitter profile, it's definitely personal, so it's more of his opinion as opposed to business related. And some of the stuff's a little bit old. It's not as update, so day, February 5, and so forth. So it's a bit sort of higgledy-piggledy. When he does post his content, he's linking back to YouTube. So you can see he's directing his Twitter followers to seeing his content on YouTube. The other social media player I thought was quite interesting is on LinkedIn. And if you have a look on LinkedIn, he's got a very basic profile. It is complete. He has completed the profile, but it's not a lot of detail of who this person is or what he does or so forth. And even if you look at the company LinkedIn page, this post is 9 months ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, so it's not as update as some of his other methods, but if you see, they're all directing him back to his business website. So let's have a look at the business website. And what's interesting, if you just go to the Stuart Media, so he does SEO, so it's search engine optimizing, and it's a very crowded space. So he's been doing this for years, and somehow he's managed to break through. So if you have a look, his landing page is very, very standard. You can download his free ebook. He's got a lead generation on his landing page, so nothing amazing there. But what's interesting is if you look at his blog, and if we open that page, he has a lot of content. It just goes on and on and on. And so even if we just open up the first link, and so you can see it's all video. So we'll just quickly start that. So 1 click, 2 clicks. And you can see, and it goes on a bit. So you can see when I pause it, it's got these other pages, other videos that aren't related to his business at all. So that's just something to be aware of. And if you have a look on his page, and all the blog pages are the same, free book, subscribe, and so forth. Some of the other more recent posts, a quick summary, not a lot of detail, and then he's got a transcript. And so that's what. That's what I found interesting. So he's using Google, he's using his video, and then he's using the transcript to get people from Google to come to see his site, because they're going to type in some sort of odd combination, Google Ads and analytics, that kind of thing. So I found that really interesting. So if we drill in a bit further, so if you look at this video, I can open that in YouTube itself. And if you can see the way, very typical YouTube type page, contrasting colours, big titles, kind of a funny face. That's one thing he does in all his videos. He's sort of taken that great screenshot of when he's pulling a funny face. I thought it's interesting. Also, I think what's really different about this guy is, 35 views and 3 likes, 1,000 subscribers. So he's not doing the traditional, a lot of other YouTube marketers will talk about, you need your likes, smash that subscribe button, share, and he's doing something different. So, if I have a look on his page, and I'll open that into a new window on his YouTube channel. So here is where he's posting a lot. 1 day, 6 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, consistently. Very small, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, they're not long videos. And, he's, so in the search engine world, he's using his potential clients' jargon. So, keyword, SEO, competitor analysis, anchor text, that sort of thing. So he's using the language that his potential clients would know of at least. And you go back to his top videos, looking at 10 years. So he has been around for a while. And if I open on the videos, it'll list me all the videos that he's done. And again, what we're seeing is, 35 views, 36 views. They're tiny, tiny numbers. Even, 3 months, he still hasn't cracked 200. And what that tells me is that he's not chasing views, he's chasing the quality. And that's how, because you just wouldn't maintain this, that sort of level of consistency. You just wouldn't maintain it over a long period of time unless it's actually working for you. And you can see over time too how he's adopted that more sort of YouTube-y sort of, again with the title with the ugly colours, and he's got the funny face. So he's aware of YouTube and what YouTube viewers are doing, and so he's really tailoring that for them. So I was really impressed and really surprised with just how he's making that work. So just to summarise all that, so for Twitter, it feels personal, it's not work related, so he's just using that as a secondary, and he's channeling all that to YouTube. His YouTube channel, it's consistently updated, low numbers, but clearly it's working for him. His LinkedIn posts, minimal and it's infrequent, and again, he's driving all that traffic to his website. And all roads lead to Rome. So, he's hosting YouTube videos, but he's putting them on his website. And he's got a transcript in there. So, I thought that was really interesting. So, but once you've got the video, how do you get the code? And it's a bit, it's different. So it's different per provider, but if you want to share his YouTube video or if you want to embed your own YouTube video on your page, it's quite easy. Once you've uploaded it to YouTube, on each page is the share button. So if you just click that, and here's how they make it super, super easy. So if you know HTML or you're a developer, they can just copy that link. If I click the embed link, it'll bring up this window. So they just couldn't make it any easier for you. If you clicked the Twitter icon, it'll open this page, and and bang, you're there, you're ready to go. So these companies, they make it as easy as possible for you to share their content. They want you to use their platform, and so they go out of their way to make it super, super easy. Vimeo does the same, Wistia, they're all the same. They make it super, super easy for you to get your content from them on your website. Cool. So as a bit of a summary, don't host your own videos, use a YouTube or a Vimeo. Where is your audience? And so, wherever they're coming from, you want to funnel them to the one spot and make sure that spot's under your control. Quality, consistent content. And so, set a realistic schedule. I've seen, umpteen times where someone starts all excited and they're ready to go and they'll just smash out a post today or they'll do a video once a week or whatever, and you see, sort of 2 or 3 months in and just bang, it stops. So, just set yourself, have a realistic expectation. And measure. So, as you can see, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have crazy numbers, but he's got consistent numbers, and I'm sure he's linking that to his profit and loss statement. So he knows that for those short videos, it might take him maybe half hour with a bit of prep, maybe an hour once a week just to pump those out. It could be sort of Monday morning routine, but it's clearly working for him. And so the sort of next steps would be around your keyword research. So, using the language and the titles that you're seeing, doing a bit of research and finding those sort of perfect keywords. And that's something I'll go into a lot more detail in my next video. So I hope that was a help for you. My name's Christian Payne. Have a great day.